Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. In this video, I will be giving you guys my breakdown as well as my predictions for this weekend Chicago Pro. So here's the full competitors list. And Antoine Valeyan will also be doing this show, but his name is not added to the list yet. Also, Dorian Haywood stated that he'll be doing this show as well, but his name has not been added to the list either. So for the sake of this video, I will be breaking down the guys I think that will be in the top 5, as well as giving you guys my top 5 predictions. So it's going to be Budesheim, Tonio, Burton, Jonas Geatras, Andrea Muzi, as well as Antoine Valeyan. So in no specific order, actually we're going to do it a little different this time. We're going to start with a well-known guy. So as we all know, Antoine Valeyan is coming off a second place placing at the Vancouver Pro, and that was to Ian Valliere. Ian has been a top 7 Olympian for the past 2 years, and it was actually only a 1 point difference in prejudging. Antoine stacking up against him. And Antoine has been through a lot of injuries, also downsized, a lot of personal issues, and he was still pushing Ian Valliere. And that honestly says a lot. Now, going into this show, there isn't much Antoine can do to improve, maybe come in a bit fuller. The only thing he's missing is just size. And with the past health issues, I'm not exactly sure how that will work. But he was definitely conditioned, had the full package. If Antoine was a little bit bigger, he honestly probably would be in. And the next guy we're going to talk about is going to be Andrea Muzi. Now, a lot of people have been talking about how none of the top pros are competing, but they're failing to mention how we have guys like Presti, Muzi, Tonio, Burton. All of these guys are constantly competing, keeping these shows alive, while the top guys aren't competing. So instead of so much complaining about those guys, let's appreciate the guys that are actually out here competing. But Muzi is coming off a second place placing at the Portugal Pro behind Andrea Presti. Muzi also placed 4th in Cali and 4th in Puerto Rico. This guy's an incredible physique. Normally in the front double bicep, he stands out in a lineup of blocky guys, but against Presti, didn't really work out to the best of his advantage. Muzi needs to come in a bit more condition for this show, but once again, I think he's a guy that needs to take just a little bit of time off to put on a bit more size. And next, we're going to talk about Jonas Geatras. Jonas is another guy that's been competing a little bit. I believe this is his 3rd show of the season. He plays 4th in Vancouver, 3rd at Puerto Rico, and he plays 6th at the Orlando Pro. This guy actually has a pretty good physique. Another guy that honestly just needs to take a bit of time off, put on a bit more size. But just him jumping into these competitions, definitely getting his name out there. We did not know who he was prior to the Puerto Rico Pro. This guy hit the scene and he comes in very conditioned. If anyone slips with conditioning, he definitely will catch them. And the next guy we're going to talk about is going to be Tonio Burton. I really like this guy's physique. Antonio said the judges' feedback for him has actually been to come in more conditioned. They haven't been telling him to put on more size. That's what he says. He definitely needs to put on more size in the long run, but he said the judges are emphasizing him come in a bit more conditioned. Tonio plays 5th at Orlando, and he plays 3rd at the Cali Pro. This guy has an incredible physique. He did beat out Andrea Muzi at the Cali Pro, and he also beat out Jonas Geatras at the Orlando Pro as well. So you guys have to take that into consideration coming into this show. And going into this show, I definitely have seen Tonio with a lot more hamstring separation. This guy honestly has the potential to win this show. Incredible physique. And the last guy we're going to talk about is going to be Budeshin. Tim is actually coming off a 4th place placing at this Portugal Pro. Was able to beat out Vlad Sukaruko, however, who placed in 5th. Now, I'm glad that this guy's competing more, and I think competing more would actually allow him to come in a lot better. As you guys can see here, this guy always looks pretty good from the front, very conditioned. But he honestly needs to bring the back up. Looks a bit soft from behind. And also needs to bring up his posing a bit. I think the posing from behind could be a lot better. But I think if Tim competes a bit more, he will continue to improve. And I've seen this guy seems like a fan favorite, around the internet. But hopefully Tim comes in better for this show. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 5 predictions. And in 5th place, I have Jonas Geatras. I honestly believe Jonas could potentially place 4th, maybe even 3rd. If some guys come in off with conditioning. This guy seems to nail the conditioning. Just needs a little bit more size, Also a taller guy, so it's going to take a bit longer to actually fill out the frame. And in 4th place, I have Budeshin. This guy is big. He's conditioned. But honestly, just like in Portugal, I think he's going to be held back from behind. When you're missing something like a back or legs, it's very, very hard to beat guys, versus if you're just missing like triceps or calves. And in 3rd place, I have Andrea Muzi. Andrea, incredible physique. Once again, not really sure how he's going to show up. I think he actually looked the worst of this year in Portugal, taking nothing away from him. I liked him a lot more at the Puerto Rico Pro. Muzi could place as high as second, I believe, in this contest. And in second place, I have Tonio Burton. As you guys can see to the left, Tonio has an incredible back. And I think it's going to be very hard for a guy like Tim Budesheim to beat him. And Tonio has already beaten Andrea Muzi this season in Cali. But that doesn't mean too much. You know, the places can flip-flop. Tonio has an incredible physique. I'm hoping he's going to bring his best of the season. And Tonio is going to be up here fighting for the win, guys, in my personal opinion. And winning this show, I have Antoine Valeyan. Antoine brought an incredible package to last weekend's Vancouver Pro. Really, really impressed me. I did not know he was going to look this good on stage. This guy has an incredible back. Came in very, very conditioned. The quads still look insane. Look at how many lines you see from the glutes to the calves, guys. Just bone dry. This guy is definitely going to look great at this show. Is it going to be a walkaway or an easy win for Antoine? I don't think so. I think Tonio is going to push him a bit. But hopefully Antoine is able to win this show. You know, it would be an incredible story. Hoping it's going to be a good fight between him and Tonio, not just giving the win to Antoine, but definitely would be an incredible story. This guy's been through a lot, and he would be headed to the Mr. Olympia. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about my predictions? If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That's it. I'm out.